Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to another reaction video. Alright, today I'm going to be checking in another performance from our dear Diana Ankudinova. So this one I'm super curious about. If you guys watched my last reaction to her performance of The Crow, you know that I was really into it. I felt like it was the perfect kind of embodiment of all of her traits, all of her best qualities from various performances kind of brought together. It just seemed very much her. And I'm super curious about this because this is a song that I feel like I could see her voice being quite appropriate for, but is going to be, I imagine, quite different from like her typical style of what I've seen previously. But we'll see. I'm anticipating something a bit different, so I'm always very curious with what she does. She always manages to make things her own, so I want to see what this is. This is Personal Jesus. So, I'm very familiar with the Depeche Mode. Personal Jesus is a song I've listened to quite a few times, and this is also a song, like some of the others that she's done, that has been covered frequently. Very prominently by Marilyn Manson, but a lot of different people have done covers of Personal Jesus. So this is, but I will say that a lot of the covers do seem to be quite similar. So yeah, I'm really curious. I'm not really sure at all what to expect, but I'm sure it'll be good because everything that she does is good and I enjoy. Okay, so let me just get into it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's check it out. Here we go. Oh, she get, oh! Like I said, her voice is very good for it. Okay, that's a cool effect. Yep, I'm with him. Okay, alright. Ooh! Alright. Oh, here we go. Oh shit! That's crazy looking. Shit, look at her outfits! Quite like Michael Jackson-esque. Here we go. This part is like she's utilizing her vocal abilities much more than a lot of singers in this song. She's pulling you in. Okay. All right. That was it. Personal Jesus. Huh. That was really great. That was okay. I said going into it, I didn't really know what to expect. And now, having seen the finished product, I think it makes a lot of sense for like her interpretation on the song. Another thing that I said, and it continues to be true with this performance, is that she has a knack for taking pretty well known classic songs and performing them in such a way that she puts a different twist on them that make them very much her own. And in a way that a lot of people don't when covering songs. So, with this song in particular, as I said going into it, I've heard a variety of covers. But for the most part, the covers kind of stick the same. They all have a fairly similar feel to them. But she definitely added some different elements to this, which gave her more of a ability to present her vocal talents. The slower parts of this song, I think I tried to mention this during the reaction itself. Most of the time when someone is singing it, it. I don't want to say that they aren't showing off their vocal talents, so to speak, but or that they aren't. I don't know how to put this in a nice way, because they're all very talented singers and musicians as well, but they don't necessarily have, I guess I'll say, the vocal power and range that Deanna has. So they tend to be, less captivating, those parts, than they were here. I definitely think that having someone with her vocal abilities performing a song like this gives you more options and allows the slower, kind of less interesting parts of the song generally to become more interesting, if that makes sense. I also really like that at the end she added in some stuff in the background. Basically, she took over not the actual main song chorus lyrics, but the background vocals mostly in particular, just giving her a chance to again shine and show what she can do, because the lyrics themselves, the way that they are written in the original song, the song itself isn't like a huge challenge for a vocalist. And I think maybe that's one of the reasons, now thinking about it, that I was really curious to see her perform it and thinking this doesn't seem like what she usually does. But she managed to change it in such a way that she was still able to show off her impressive vocal range and abilities while also keeping the kind of power of the song in and of itself. Another thing that's great that I didn't really think about until I was actually listening to it, one thing that I always say about her with her performances is I feel like she's drawing me into some sort of trance, and it's almost hypnotic. You feel like you want to sway along. That's kind of always something that I felt about the song Personal Jesus as a whole. A little bit different from how her sort of hypnotic songs usually are, but it definitely has that sort of trance-like aspect. And even the idea of the song itself, has to do with people being sort of compelled and drawn in by this charismatic figure, with an almost religious reverence. And so it's a really actually kind of appropriate for that feeling that she gives, even if it isn't necessarily as fitting with her vocal stylings. It's definitely very fitting in terms of the feeling that I get from watching her sing. So, yeah. And it's very interesting because even like aesthetically, the way that she was presented was very different from how she usually looks. She had like the intense sort of shoulder pads with the sparkly bling on the blazer. It was very like Michael Jackson-esque, like I was saying, in the pantsuit with her hair all up. It was very, very 80s, which is how it should be for the song, which was great. But she still was able to give it that particular feeling that goes with one of her performances. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect going in, but what I got was something that had the exact feel that I usually get from one of her performances, just as kind of hypnotic and compelling. Visually, it was very different from a lot of her other performances, but at the same time, she still was utilizing the movement of the dancers' bodies, the background visuals and color in a particular way to set a particular mood that was very appropriate. And she was also able to show off, kind of, so to speak, her vocal abilities while still retaining the song in and of itself for what it is. So, very well done. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. If you have other recommendations for me, whether it be a performance of hers that I haven't checked out yet or any other performer, please do let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.